Hi there, Miles Henderson from Miles Henderson Marketing. Welcome to my short presentation on how to get more customers starting right now. So here's what we're going to cover today. First, the big shift that's happened in digital marketing. Then we're going to talk about how to stand out where your customers are looking for you in your business, how to master each stage of your customer's buying journey, how to beat out all of your competitors, and how you can get more customers through your door in the next 30 days. So how exactly has marketing changed? Well, in 2016, there was a survey done where they discovered that 88% of all buying decisions were made online. Before they got to the store, before anything happened, it was all made in an online process. In a traditional buying model, you have your stimulus, and your stimulus is where you have your television advertising or your radio advertising. You have your billboards, your magazines, your newspaper. And what it did was it generated an interest, and it generated something where your customer was aware of you, but didn't know really much more information. So what they do is they get in their car and they drive to your store. And in the store is where they would make that buying decision, that first moment of truth where they say, hey, take my money. I want to buy whatever it is that you're selling. The second moment of truth is whether or not their expectation actually meets their reality, whether or not what it was that they purchased is exactly what it was that they were looking for. So in the mobile era, you actually have an additional step that takes place between the stimulus and that first moment of truth. Google has actually taken to calling this the zero moment of truth. The zero moment of truth is the moment that somebody decides whether or not they want something. This is before they actually get to your store. So if that's happening 88% of the time, do you stand out where people are making those decisions during that zero moment of truth? So let's break it down even further. Let's talk about your customer's buying journey. So we've already sort of discussed that awareness. That's where your television, your billboards, your newspapers, your radio, your word of mouth, those things are still happening today. But what we have now is a digital influence. We have our social media, we have our email, we have loyalty programs, YouTube, TikTok. And what it's doing is it's creating that awareness and getting people to understand that there is a product or a service out there that they might want to become more familiar with. Once that happens, what's the next step that you do? Right? You go online, you do a search, and you try and figure out whether or not this is a product or a service that you want to buy. So the way that this happens is searches like best tacos in Boston, family lawyers in Austin, record store near me, top home builders, things that people would be looking for based off of what they need. Once people have identified a couple of companies that they're going to be purchasing from, they're going to be purchasing from one of them, you or your competitor. The next thing that happens is they go and they take a look at your reviews. Are you being reviewed? Do you have positive reviews? If you have negative reviews, are they being addressed? And what you are trying to get to is to be chosen. At that moment, that is right before that zero moment of truth. So the next step is conversion. Conversion is your website, your app, your online booking, whatever it is. And what customers are looking for is they're looking for an easy way to make these things happen. They're looking for an easy way to purchase, an easy appointment, anything that makes their life that much easier because they've already made a decision and they know what it is that they want. The sale then happens. And now we're back to that second moment of truth. We're talking about, does the expectation meet the reality? Our word of mouth marketing. Word of mouth is still one of the most powerful forms of marketing that's out there, marketing and advertising, because you are building trust, or you have trust with the person that you are talking to, and so that word of mouth becomes even more powerful. Are you cultivating that? So if we take a look at the entire spectrum, the entire section of your customer's buying journey, it's important to win at each stage of that journey because otherwise your competition is going to. So let's take a look at this. First of all, the thing that I can say to you is you do not want to market for the competition. So if we have business A and business B here, let's take a look at that moment of truth, that zero moment of truth, pre-purchase and post-purchase. Okay, you have your awareness, your findability, your reputation. But if one of them fails, your customer will actually move and go to a different competitor and will create a customer for life. The easiest and fastest way to increase your marketing budget is to be better than your competitors at each and every single one of these steps. So hopefully I've raised a little bit of awareness on your part. Hopefully you've gotten you a little bit excited. But now, what's the smartest place to start? You know, we want to make sure that we are covering all of these things, but what's the best place to start? So you've got your 3 focus areas. And these are the logical order of operations in any local business marketing. Number 1, make sure your conversion point is fantastic and well tuned. For an online business, this is usually your website. Number 2, focus on being influential at that zero moment of truth with listings, reputation, things that you are doing to increase the trust from people to people. And then number 3, increasing interest and awareness with your digital advertising. So the question then is, how are you performing? How's your conversion? How's your website? Do you have a presence online? Are you showing up on a bunch of listing sites? Do you need more reviews? And then lastly, do you have any advertising strategies that you use maybe that need to be tweaked a little bit? So if you are looking for help with any one of these, I can help you with that. And we can create a fantastic website. We can work on your search engine optimization, which boosts your search presence. And then we can talk about advertising strategies. I am always available. If you'd like to reach out to me, please feel free to give me a call. You can send me an email to that email address. It will go directly to me, or you can visit the website at mileshenderson.info. Thanks very much. Have a great day.